Hey y'all, what's up? What it do? It's your girl Brittany. She's back. She's better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We both know collectively I post frequently. All right, y'all. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a ducky bow. I Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come without further ado. Let's get into this video. So Miss Nina is back and she is better with a new show and a new concept. First of all, I love this for Nina because Zodiac House was cool. The fights were better than the challenges for me. Always fights are better than challenges for me. But it's been a lot of debate behind this show in particular, as y'all know. But I would say overall, from the beginning, it is a really good show. She looked cute. They got right to it, which I love. Get in there, get that. And it's giving Toxic City. So first things first, Nina looks really good in her monologue. I just love the black on black on that pretty brown, loving me down skin. She ate that up. She looked good. I love the bow. I love like the somewhat bust down blunt cut of the bang gang, the bow, the hairstyle itself just eats, and she just looks good. The first girl came in, no energy. Like, why are you number one? She like, yeah, what's good? What up? Yeah, I'm ready. Like, no energy at all. And I just feel like the girl was giving more personality in her confession. I get it, like, you new to it, you probably kind of nervous, but I think they should have at least had somebody else be number one before her. Just because it was like, yeah, yeah, the biggest, yeah, ain't nobody gonna put me on. Yeah, yeah. Like, this your first show. Give us a little more. So we meet AJ, and he came in with a lot of personality, baby. He ends up giving us the backstory. Now, in the beginning, he was like, I've told this story so many times. This the one that count, though. Okay, simple. This the one that count. So he lets me know that he had a problem with Aaron. If y'all do not remember Aaron, he was the hairstylist for South Central Baddies season 4. He ended up falling out, if I'm not mistaken. This is alleged, but he ended up falling out with Isaiah. He ended up making his own show, allegedly, that was supposed to be on the next network. If I'm not mistaken, Renee is his sister. He was saying that what is it called, like Baddies West Coast or something like that, was his show, and he brought Ivory over here. Now all that's alleged because my timeline and this could not be all true. I don't know, but anyways, he was supposed to have a show over there. He was on another show with Landon. Him and Landon got to find Landon tore him like bad, like down. He been trying to make it his way back over to Now That's TV, but no show has really picked him up. So Nina ends up, picking him up, obviously. And I do remember AJ going on live or, telling a story and was cracking because Nina has like her own page, and then she has like a Zodiac House page, and she is very active over there. Am I just taking time out of my day to watch? No, but when I see little search stuff, I might go on the page, and I do remember seeing him quote unquote reading. Now, if that was a read, girl, I am Akila in the bee, okay? Because that was not a good read. I did not laugh. I didn't say you A. Okay, a read was read. Like, I didn't give none of that. It gave like corny. It gave like don't pay him no mind. But I did like his answer of like, I'm overall conquering myself, because honestly, in this world, you going through stuff to really just get to know yourself and, see how you react. So I did like that answer, but overall, he's going to get that. He needs that. So Puty ends up coming. Obviously, Puty came with that energy, obviously. So Puty lets it be known, he excited to see AJ, because he like, he been talking about me. He was saying, hey, he gonna take my spot. I want to see him take my spot. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I know we ain't got there yet, but it did not give take spots. It did not give take spots. It did not give replacement. It gave try again next time, okay? We end up meeting the girl Barbie, and she like them all. She up, down, around the town. The only thing that I really kept hearing out her mouth is that it was cold. And I agree. Because when AJ, they kind of showed him at the front door, his pants, you would have thought he was finna fly back. I said, yeah, it's super cold. The wind is blowing, baby. The wind is dancing. So Puty has a one-on-one with Nina, just explaining, like, he really don't have no issue with AJ, but he finna park him real quick, and then he gonna be cool with him and make him like a little brother or whatever the case is. Which I understand. Like, this is Puty stuff, and let's be clear, let's be honest. If y'all don't know, Nina and Puty like close. This is like one of her faves. So she talked to him like outside of the show and everything else. She probably had already told him that boy AJ was already there, giving him, a full warning, because this is like her little baby for her. Now, why Nina lying? AJ is not swole. Puty and fought swoller people than AJ. Like, AJ was nothing for Puty. So Puty and Barbie go downstairs, and you can definitely tell AJ was a little too drunk off the crown that he said he was drinking. And this is my thing right here. Why do y'all even keep taking the shots, keep getting liquored up? Like, a little bit like, yeah, get a little loose. But y'all know y'all finna go fight. People coming here to fight you. Gonna be prepared. When Puty threw that juice and he kind of backed up, they already let me know he was drunk. Like, like, why'd you get drunk? So Puty and AJ fight. And honestly, the fight was kind of weak. Both of them was doing a thing. If I had to pick a winner, I'm going to pick Puty. But it was kind of weak because the fight happened so quick. It was like, of course they was punching, but then they was grabbing, and then they fell. And it was more like, I'm on top of you, I'm on top of you. And then, obviously security, they definitely think they made out of glass, and they're not. So, them getting away, it wasn't no really good fight. It ends up getting to AJ, and AJ like, oh, he don't like me for no reason. I'm trying to figure out why he hate me. I'm like, who cares? Get a second round in. So he ends up going to Puty like, but like, what's your real issue with me? What's your real issue? Then you just talk all this saying that you was on that, you needed that. Oh, it's gonna be your show and everything. Where's that energy? You up now, you ain't sobered up. So I need to see more of that than like you want to get dialogue. The fight wasn't even really a good fight to give dialogue so early, in my opinion. It's the you trying to check me. No, I did. I did. No. And I stopped you in your tracks, boo. And I stopped you in your tracks. You didn't. I did. You did it. I did. I stopped you in your tracks, boo. Okay, I like that one. It ain't clock it. Nina like, oh, y'all need to hug it out. He said, oh, no, we're not doing that. Let's shake it out. Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I agree. Like, they don't have no big issue, but I'm not gonna be fake and try to hug you or try to be cool with you. Like, that's something I don't like, when they try to make them like be fake about it and be like, oh, well, let's be friends, or like, let's shake it out, let's be homies. Like, no. I just got done fighting them like literally a minute or two ago. Like, no, I'm not finna hug them. So AJ ends up going outside with Slay. I think he knew in that moment that he just did not do a good job. I think he was reflecting on the fight because it gave, but they need to go a second round. It was kind of a weak fight, but I think he seen that, it didn't work out like he thought it was in his head. Gun Nina playing like she stressed out, girl. Cut it out. So the girl Bailey come, she knock on the door, good. The door had already opened. She just standing there as the door open. She ain't trying to close it. They ain't even, they be doing so much. Mind you, when she knocked it, y'all see the door was coming open. Why don't y'all just did cut to Nina saying come in? Y'all let her knock on the door and had a door open and then just stand up with the camera. Like, be for real. Who is on the editing team here? So we end up meeting Bailey, and she ends up saying the only thing tiny is the body. Girl, hands tiny too, but we gonna get to that. Shout out to Nina and whoever on the editing part who showed the group chat and also show AJ, saying whatever he said on Instagram. So Bailey comes in, she lets it be known that Nina told them to all rate each other in the group chat. She ends up saying that, she loved that Monty can switch it up, gave Marty a heart. on her eyes, and Naj came in and said not too much, like, just calm down. But girl, be for real. Like, one little heart out of you, not too much. Like, please. Nobody was even doing too much. So Nina takes Bailey down there to meet the rest of the cast. And low key, it is giving like OG Now There's TV people for this first episode is really tearing up these new people in a way. It's kind of like the oldies are giving built to ass, and the newbies are kind of getting the ass whooping. So far, so far. And Puty funny. Puty was like, "You been watching Now That's TV too much," and that's true because Cash roll her arms too when she fighting. I think Ivory do it too, and he was like, "I always fight like that." No, I don't know. I can't tell because what comes after the rolling of the arms is when they really get up in there, and I don't feel like he got in there like that. He didn't get in there like that. Now him and Puty is cool by cool. So Kenzie and Day Day story, I'm very invested in. No shade, low key. So, first of all, this is the best confessional I've ever seen Kenzie in. Kenzie looks so good. Kenzie ends up letting me know that she had to take a break for a little while, but she's back. Honestly, personally, I think Kenzie needs to stay on that break. Kenzie really don't be giving that much TV for real, for real. She give air blue moon, but she's very in and out. She's very fickle when it comes to her TV presence, in my opinion. So I prefer to not really see Kenzie on my TV. But if Kenzie do good here, I will give her props. Anyway, long story short, Kenzie and Day Day was talking for what she said, allegedly. And Day Day wanted her to post a picture of her sitting in his lap because Day Day want clout. Day Day listen, I guess wants it to be known that Day Day don't like T-girls. Day Day just like boys. He like boys. So Day Day is quote unquote here to clear up his name because he feels as though Kenzie has, I don't know, put his name in her business or whatever. I don't know. But basically he let it be known that he don't like T-girls. He just like boys who dress like boys and I guess act like boys but are rainbow. I don't know. Child. But I'm invested in this story. So we end up seeing Moni. Moni comes. And I will say this about Moni letting it be known that Nina said, the group chat is not for y'all to be friendly. I get that, but I also say this. She do that because her shows are not taken as serious as other shows. Everybody know, like, if you get in like an Isaiah's production group chat, y'all need to be on that. Y'all need to be mean. Y'all need to be giving like y'all ready to fight. So I understand her being like, okay, y'all in the group chat to start beef and to be getting into it, not necessarily trying to be homegirls. So I do understand that. So Monty lets it be known that Bailey was popping it, saying, she's not trying to break up apartments. If she wanted money, she could have money, all this, all that. Monty took offense because Monty like, I'm not easy to bag and you're not all that. You're not that cute. Your hair is uneven. So she just felt some type of way. I'm not that invested no more because it's giving like it's not that deep. It's not that serious to really like be invested in. No shade. And it's not that deep. I don't know. Like, I feel as though Bailey was taking up for herself because she understood Naj being like not too much, which she didn't even really give anything. So she like, if I wanted your girlfriend, if I wanted to talk to her, I would have hopped down on her. But Monty being like, oh, you're not my cup of tea, all this, it was kind of like, just let Naj and her handle that. I don't think that you really should have a problem with her or feel some type of way because that's what everybody say. Like, oh, if I wanted your nigga, I can have your nigga. Like, everybody say that. So we end up meeting Harley, and she lets me know that she has a problem with Queen. Queen was popping in the first group chat at her. They was going back and forth. And Madronina let it be known like she put potential people, then moved them to another group chat. So in the official group chat, the girl really wasn't popping it like that no more. But Harley, like, stand on business. If you was popping in the first one because your friend was in it, popping in this one when you by yourself, which I agree. So they go downstairs, and Monty telling everybody, hey, she letting her presence be known. Her and Puty close, so Puty happy to see her or whatever. Everybody, mingling or whatever. Bailey in the background, like immediately she seen it, she was on there, she was ready. So she started taking off her shoes, put her mouth guard in. She need that. Mind you, the only thing that she did take off was the socks. Baby, Monty got to slip and slide her ass so quick. I'm like, girl, that you knew to take off the dang old socks. You knew that you was not ready for that. But I mean, it was quick. It was a quick little fade. Monty dropped her, and they said next episode. But yeah, y'all, that's it. I'm excited to meet Day Day and Aaron, but more so Day Day than anybody else. I feel like Day Day is gonna have a big personality, and I'm very excited to see him. Overall, Bailey did seem like she wanted to keep getting it with Monty, because I'm sure they win another round, and Monty probably 10 times out of 10 was getting the best of her. But I'm excited to see next week's episode. This was a good first episode. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.